Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to GEST August and September of 2013. This is a Gigabyte Esports tournament. We have got two teams, Mith.Trust, which are a Thai team. I learnt that one time when I didn't know, and it's made in Thailand. And Pacific 2 Bad Boys, which are a Filipino team. Thank you, of course, to the sponsors, Corsair, Western Digital, and Gigabyte themselves, and thank you to Dota Talk for hosting this tournament and very kindly allowing me, Lily, and my co-caster here, Mr. Repression, aka Method, for casting it. Hi, Method.
Hey, what's going on?
So everyone, this is Method's first time casting. Please be nice, even though I know you won't be. But yeah, do you know anything about these teams?
I've seen a few Mith.Trust games, but no, I've never even heard of Pacific 2 Bad Boys, so we'll see how it goes.
Being very mean to them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't heard of them either.
Well, now I feel better. It's like a really popular team and I just didn't know them.
Yeah, oh, well, there's a lot of Filipino teams. They have a really active esports scene. It's very surprising. Like, Thailand and stuff. I mean, they have some players, definitely, but the Filipinos is just like a billion teams there. Some of them are actually good. But,
It's alright, I like an underdog, so...
yeah, okay, you can cheer for them, I'll cheer for Mith.Trust. The Mith.Trust always drive me crazy because I cannot pronounce the names. Like, ABBA goes for the kill, and by the time you say ABBA, he's already killed them.
Just call them, I don't know, ABC. Just nickname them.
I did that. I had a co-caster once. I think it was Cyclops I was casting with, and because he's Thai, I'm pretty sure. And he got really offended. He was like, "No, you have to call it ABBA." And I was like, "Oh, okay, ABBA, ABBA." Anyway, looking at the bands thus far, gonna see the OD band out, Wisp band out as well. Pretty
standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. I'm not too sure. They might do something unusual. I mean, I know Mith.Trust love the Dragon Knight. Pacific 2, I honestly, yeah, neither of us kind of know anything about them really. I tried to do some research, but they're a non-existent team on the internet apparently. But banning out Timbersaw, so I haven't seen him be first banned out since the patch, honestly, since his Timber Chain got nerfed.
Unless they know something that we don't. Maybe Mith.Trust really likes Timbersaw. Or has a really strong Timbersaw player.
Maybe. I know one of them is a fantastic Sand King player, so maybe we're going to see a Sand King picked up. Maybe. He's sometimes called one of the best Sand King players in the world. Sometimes, but sometimes not.
It's a pretty big title.
Yeah. But are they going to ban out the Batrider? That is the question, because he is still in the pool. But then, of course, Nagasaran's still in the pool. Weaver, Darkseid, Nyx Assassin, Visage. So, nope, they're going to leave Batrider in the pool. So this is going to be the second game we're possibly going to see the Batrider pick up. And, I mean, it was 2 games ago the Batrider wasn't banned out. And they didn't actually first pick him. They left him to get picked up by Impervious, who had the second pick. So I'm not sure if Pacific are going to go for the Batrider or they are. Okay. Okay. I can respect that.
I like that, though, by Mith.Trust, because it kind of baits them into they have to take it, and then that they can pick up like a Naga and a Darkseid now.
Yeah, they can definitely get some nice counters to it, or strong heroes in their own right. And Naga Darkseid is a pretty deadly combo with the AoE coming out from that.
Naga Siren.
There's one.
Is it going to be the Darkseid?
Dire team pick.
Maybe not. But I mean, yeah, I mean they are very impartial to the Darkseid. He's one of the most picked heroes by them. They might go for something like the Rubik though, or just because he's got that, you know, the steel of course, but no, they're going to go with the Visage, so that's a nice starting of a trial in there, quite honestly. With the Nagasaran and Snare, Visage slow, the Riptide as well as the Soul Assumption coming out, that's a lot of nuking damage. Could pretty easily will kill off any hero, so Pacific are going to have to think about what they're going to take that won't get, you know, destroyed in a matter of seconds by that tri-lane.
Yeah, true. And to the people in chat, I'm Australian, not British. I have no idea.
10 seconds
That's cool.
remaining.
We're all a little bit British from the Australians.
Fair enough.
5 seconds remaining.
Pacific 2. Next pick they go for.
Reserve time.
I mean, hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that we see a Wisp pick up. I mean, we saw a couple of, well, 2 games yesterday where Wisp was picked up, but otherwise he's largely ignored in the C scene, but he's a pretty, I don't know, I kind of like watching him play because he brings a bit of excitement to the map, because he's a bit, you know, he's not as much of a rat Dota player as Nature's Prophet, but it kind of always makes people be aware of their positioning. So I kind of hope they go for that, but I mean, otherwise they might just grab, you know, a traditional support like the Rubik, like I said. Maybe something like a Dragon Knight to go mid and they put the Batrider off lane. Darkseid's still in the pool, so they could have him for a bit more AoE. But they could grab up, maybe even a carry, grab something like the, I don't know, gyrocopter and then ban out counter, something like that. I mean, they're thinking about it quite a lot, obviously, digging into that reserve time significantly. What do you want to see from today? Not Lifestealer. Well, he's alright.
Space Cow.
Space Cow. Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Spirit Breaker. Look, they picked Nakes, so Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, it's obviously going to be the Lifestealer. Spirit Bomb.
Spirit Breaker third pick, calling it.
Just get Spirit Breaker control roll and just go like 5 carry draft.
I wouldn't complain.
No, I wouldn't either. That'd be definitely an interesting lineup. You probably do it. I mean, put like a Lifestealer off lane, Spirit Breaker solo easy lane, Batrider in the jungle, Troll in mid. This is probably not going to happen though.
Radiant
Probably.
team banned.
But Alchemist being banned out, I agree with that ban. Just because Naga Siren with the net, and then Riptide, and then Alchemist laying down the Law with the Acid Spray, it's a lot of negative armor. And especially when you've got a hero like Lifestealer, which is a strength-based hero, meaning the negative armor damages him quite severely, since he is, it'll take down his HP by a lot. Definitely a nice ban out in that one. Plus, in the late game, Lifestealer versus Alchemist is kind of, I would say it's an even, matchup. Because if Alchemist can get a 3-second stun, he can drop that Lifestealer pretty quickly. So definitely worth banning, and the Weaver being banned out as well. Another nice counter to the Lifestealer, and good in the combination with the Naga Siren and Visage. Because he can't wounds the Weaver. Weaver just runs away and doesn't even care if he gets wounds.
I was going to say, that's a Lifestealer's worst nightmare is Weaver. He's so annoying and hard to catch.
Yeah, you can only really kill him if you kind of bait him into standing there long enough that you can auto attack him down and then jump into a side of a creep and infest and get the kill that way. Otherwise he's just gonna like laugh in your face and run away, scuttle away on his little legs.
They do already have like a huge counter to Nakes as well though with the Naga. You can just sleep when he rages and focus him, or you can just net him and run away.
Oh, Wisp was banned. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I was confused when you were talking about it. I'm like, Wisp is first ban.
I was not even like paying attention to that, sorry. My throat's hurting. Too much singing. Yeah, well, that's a good point. Anyway, well, I guess Myth are just banning out mid heroes that can combo well. They can combo well with the Lifestealer, so maybe we're going to see Mith.Trust pick up a Storm, but honestly I think they're going to go for the Dragon Knight mid, just because they love Dragon Knight. They play him every single, well, not every single, but a lot of games that they get the opportunity to, they will pick up the Dragon Knight. They could go for the Storm, but I haven't seen them play him too much. Maybe something like a TA is an option. Or the Razor. Like, he's good.
Another counter to Nakes.
Yeah, he has a good counter to Nakes, that's very true. As the static link goes through the rage, so if you can get that static link off before the rage, you can steal all of his damage while he's rage, so it's a very nice counter to him. Plus, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to run him in the mid lane or if they're going to put him in the tri lane, but I think he's reasonably strong in tri-lanes as well, especially we've got the Naga Siren to net someone down, then Visage slows while you steal all the damage, and then you can pretty much 2-hit support, so they get absolutely destroyed with a level 2 or level 3 static link, and plus his nuke is AoE and does huge damage as well, so a nice combo all up if they are going to run him in the tri-lane. As a solo hero, I don't know how well he's going to do against a hero like Batrider, because Batrider doesn't really care if he steals his damage, because his damage comes from Firefly, and Napalm stacking, so I think he must be the tri-lane farmer, or potentially in the off-lane.
Yeah, I'd say he'd be part of the tri-lane. I'm pretty sure Batrider wins every time against Razor in a 1v1.
Yeah, I can't imagine him winning that.
all of Batrider's damage really comes from Napalm, so I don't think stealing his damage would really hurt him that much.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Well, Jakiro pick up for Pacific too. I like that hero. I think he combos really well with the Lifestealer, as he's one of those supports that have got, well, AoE for one, since he's got the Ice Pass, the Macropire, the Dual Breath. I mean, he's just an AoE hero. He gives you a bit of pushing power, so when he gets up a couple of levels in Liquid Fire, he can help take down towers, which Pacific 2 is kind of lacking at the moment. They have nothing really to actually take towers down, but he's got really good initiation with the Ice Path, because you can kind of stand in the trees and throw that out, and it's so big that if the supports get caught on even like the cusp of it, that gives enough time for Lifestealer to run up, pop those phase boots and wounds them, and then get a kill, so I think he combos really well with the Lifestealer. And he's a support that just doesn't really need any items either, he just needs boots, so he's not going to be taking much farm.
Yeah, he does, and also something that's quite surprising is that Darkseer is still in the pool.
Yeah, he's been ignored.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Darkseer make it through to a 4th pick stage and not be banned.
Well, I might see him picked up now on Mith.Trust. He's an okay solo against a Batrider. If they can, run Darkseer versus Batrider, then he'll do all right. Though Pacific might be running that Batrider in the mid lane, but
I'd say if Mith.Trust doesn't pick him up now, Pacific will, because Darkseer Jakiro is just an amazing combo back into Ice Path.
There's a Dragon Knight pickup. Mith.Trust just adore the Dragon Knight.
Well, you called it.
I kind of worry about Dragon Knight. I mean, it depends on where this Batrider goes, because Batrider, sometimes he's run as a mid hero, but more often recently he's been put in the jungle or off lane, or going to off lane, realizing there's against a trial and going to the jungle, because he can farm up a blink in 6 minutes, I think, or 7 minutes in the jungle. So it's better to just put him in the jungle to start with, even if you do have to forsake the off lane. But I mean, he could shut down the Dragon Knight pretty efficiently. Dragon Knight, he all he wants to do really is kind of go into the lane and get come on, Spirit Breaker, get last hits using the Breathe Fire. But I mean, with the Batrider there, he has to really watch out, because that Batrider can dive in pretty easily. But yeah, I don't know, maybe Batrider's going to be off lane. Troll Warlord might be a nice mid hero. I think he can do pretty decently against a Dragon Knight if he gets lucky on bashes.
If this is an aggressive tri-lane troll, Pacific are my new favourite team. All they need to do is throw in a Space Cow and I'll just follow them forever.
Just be like, new favourite team! I hope they do Space Cow, but I don't know where they're going to fit it in. That would be like the greediest lineup.
If they did pick Space Cow, they would have to do some sort of really weird tri-lane with like a safe lane Negs and a safe mid Batrider.
Yeah, or jungle Batrider.
Darkseer finally does get banned.
Yeah, there we go.
5th ban.
Mith.Trust maybe going to pick up something like a Clockwork to go on the off lane. Might even see them do something like a Magnus. Magnus Naga is not a bad combo, and it would be it'd be a stun or another disable that goes through Lifestealer's Rage. So I could definitely see them picking that up. Otherwise, if they do run an aggressive trialing with this Naga Visage Razor, they could just get a nice easy lane solo. Nature's Prophet hasn't been banned out yet, so they might grab him. He gives a bit more kind of ganking, split pushing, and there's a Nature's Prophet pickup, so they could run an aggressive, they could run a passive tri-lane.
I think it really depends on Pacific's last pick. I still have no idea what they're doing.
Well, it looks like they're going to be doing Troll Warlord mid lane. Well, they might do Lifestealer mid lane against a Dragon Knight.
Yeah. But if Mith.Trust predict that, they could easily just send the Razor mid.
Yeah. This is all... I mean, Mith.Trust's lineup looks pretty, like, dead set in what they're doing. It's like they picked up the 2 supports, they picked up the tri-lane farmer, they picked up the mid, they picked up their off-lane. Whereas Pacific 2, it's like they picked up a hero that could go mid, could go off-lane, could go, jungle, a hero that could go mid, could go jungle, could go off-lane, could go tri-lane farmer, a support, and then another hero that's kind of ambiguous in where you put him. So I think the last bit's really going to determine where they go. So it's the support. So they're running a tri-lane. I think it's going to be Batrider off-lane, Troll Warlord in the mid lane. I think. Just because Troll Warlord kind of needs the levels more than a Lifestealer. If he can get a fast 6, they're going to be able to push towers a little bit more aggressively and, get some ganks off, that sort of thing.
I wouldn't mind seeing these tri-lanes verse up against each other. I hope they do.
I feel like they might, just because picking up the Razor kind of implies you really want to dominate them early game. He's a very kind of snowbally hero. But very quickly, let's go through the players. I'll let you go through Pacific 2 if you want.
Sure. Okay, on Pacific we have... Oh god. Mr. Neveskivek on the Shadow Demon. We have Sky on the Nakes. We have Lennon on the Batrider. Mr. Pucka Pucka on the Jakiro. And last but not least on the Troll we have Showstopper.
On the side of Myth, we have got Naga Siren being played by TNK. We have got Bungsel Roti playing the Nature's Prophet. AABBAA is going to be playing that Razor. Visage is going to be played by SD, and LK, which I'm pretty sure is Atlantic. Let me just double check. Is going to be playing that Dragon Knight mid. I always forget their name. Lakel, sorry. Lakel's is going to be playing the Dragon Knight mid. Oh, not even mid, maybe. AABBA normally plays the mid hero, I think. So yeah, it looks like Razor's going to be going mid. They're going to predict possibly the Lifestealer is heading mid lane. Let's have a look. I don't know, all the items don't really reveal what lanes they're going to.
It's not really giving away too much.
Yeah. But yeah, AABBA normally does play the mid lane for Myth. I know that much about them. We can see he's been pulled a bunch, so looks like LK is going to be playing that tri-lane carry. they're not going to be running aggressive, they're just going to be running passive, but we might see some rotations coming out from the supports. They haven't picked up any smoke, but I don't think Lakels is going to need any help in that tri lane. Especially if Barada just goes to the jungle first off, which I think he will. He's picked up boots, so he might be heading to the lane. He has been pulled actually, so he very well might just be heading to the lane, but they're probably, guessing now. They're 5-man bot. They haven't seen any sign of Mith.Trust, so they pretty much know at this point that Mith.Trust won't be running an aggressive tri lane, because if they were, they usually, head down 5-man this way and just hang out in the jungle here, so.
I'm still very confused at what Pacific are actually doing. It looks like Troll's going mid.
Yeah, Troll Wallet is a standard mid hero these days. Since he entered into captain's mode, that's how you normally see him, is just running in the mid lane. Because once he gets a fast 6, he really... well, once he gets to level 6, he really becomes more relevant. And he's one of those heroes that really needs levels, so putting him into a tri lane kind of... well, it usually isn't seen as the best way to have him. Apparently my Dota 2 sound is messed up. And your sound is definitely muted.
Am I muted in game, am I?
Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I don't know why, I'm sorry, guys. In mid lane, so ABBA against Showstopper. Honestly, I think this is going to be a pretty even lane. I mean, ABBA has been pulled, so he's got quite a lot of bonus damage, and he is going for the static link build. But, I mean, Troll Wallet has got that, 60% miss chance when he gets into close range, so he's going to be able to go aggressive quite easily onto ABBA if he gets the opportunity to. So, I mean, that's going to be an advantage to him.
You can see Raze has just positioned himself right up aggressive on top of the hill. Doesn't want to let Troll get any last hits.
Yeah. Until he gets boots up, Troll does have to worry just a little bit, but once he gets boots up, I think he'll be alright. He just has to outrun the static link, and then he'll be okay. And you can see Batrider's just farming in the jungle now. But he should still get a pretty fast blink up. He's already got boots. He got them at level 1 and got pulled to Tango, so he's just going to be stacking this, getting level 2 quite quickly, and then, just farming snowball while. And supports for Mith.Trust is pulling here, getting a fair bit of experience and farm on them once they do manage to kill this stack off. Probably going to be seeing, I don't know if Naga or Visage is going to be playing the full support role. Maybe just going to share it around a bit, because both those heroes kind of need some items up. And same with, actually, both teams have got 2 supports that can kind of play any position. Like 4th or 5th, both of them, don't really need items that much.
Yeah. It was really well done by Pacific. Supports down bottom. Nature's Prophet was pulling the creep wave, like up through the jungle, and they were just hit the neutrals and pulled them in. They both got a lot of experience off that.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, and Visage picked up a haste rune. He's still just kind of running around. I mean, Showstopper's in a little bit of trouble because Razor's got his boots up already, whereas Showstopper still doesn't have his boots up. It looks like he's going for a bottle first, which is kind of... I don't know if I agree with that. I think he needs to get boots up just so he can outrun this Razor, because Razor's just going to be playing so aggressively towards him because he really wants to shut him down. And you can see in the last hits and denies, Troll's on 5-2 compared to 15 on 5 on AABBA. And that's just due to the extra damage that he's got since he was pulled. And the boots, because he's just stealing all of his damage with, impunity. He's got no worries.
Yeah, Static Link only having a 30 mana cost is ridiculous.
It's a good balanced spell, bro.
Yeah. I think most of Troll's last hits have come from Whirling Axes, so I don't know, I think the bottle's an okay choice, but just means every time he gets linked he's really slow, he's not going to be able to outrun it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of worried, like, once AABBA gets a couple more levels. Oh, actually, no, even now, TNK, Visage, rotating in. Insnar's going to go down. Even Furion's coming in to join the party. This is going to be a 4-man gank, and he is going to drop now to Visage using that Soul Assumption. Now even more move speed coming up onto AABBA. He's picked up the Tranquil Boot, so 384 move speed compared to 320 on the Troll.
Yeah, the Troll will definitely need to get some boots up very soon. Interesting, Tranquil Boots on a Razor. Don't usually see that very often.
I think it's just for the move speed, honestly.
Yeah, he might see him disassemble it and maybe make a mech.
Yeah, he might be the mech carrier. That's a very good point, since he is kind of running the mid lane. And I mean, Visage could definitely go for the mech, so could Nature's Prophet. It's not unheard of, but we can see that Nature's Prophet already picked up a Midas as his first item. Sorry, not a Midas, a Glove of Haste. I wish he picked up a Midas. A Glove of Haste is his first item, so he's going for the Midas.
I had to double check. I was like, wow, he's going to form in and a Midas? Like, what?
He's doing so good. Yeah, no, he's going for the Midas as his first item. And usually if you're going for the mech, you kind of get the mech up and then help out with team fights and get the Midas through winning team fights.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he can
I'm not a
be
big fan of... sorry.
No, you go.
Well, I'm not a big fan of Razor being a mech carrier. He doesn't really have the mana pool to support it.
Yeah.
But yes, if he has the farm for it, it does help.
I agree. And Midas picked up on the lifesteal, and Midas almost picked up on Lakel's as well. He just needs an extra 150 gold, so this is going to be Midas gaming.
This could be a long game.
Nah, I doubt it. Just because these teams, like, they get the Midases and then, you know, they farm until maybe 20 minutes with the Midas and get, like, phase boots up, and then they just, like, well, from what I've seen, they normally just go, oh my god, and just run and kill everyone. But there you go, Midas up on DK as well. So 5-minute Midas on DK, 4.5-minute Midas on the Nakes, and still no Midas on Nature's Prophet.
Both the Pacific supports have smoked up. They're behind the troll. Looks like they're going to go all the way around. Actually, no.
A path like that might be best, just to
Just
kind of catch
kind of... Oh, they got revealed. Or it ran out. I'm not entirely sure where they popped that smoke, but they were smoked for a long time, and they did nothing with it.
They might have been waiting for someone to kind of dive him, and you can kind of see in terms of, I mean, pushing Lifestealer, THD, Shadow Demon actually did manage to get the bot tower, and I like the early pickup on Liquid Fire. I mean, usually people don't bother getting Liquid Fire, but I mean, I'm honestly a big fan of it. I think it's much better than, you know, maxing a... Oh, actually, we're going to see Lakel's going in, getting a stun up on Shadow Demon to get the last hit on the tower, but now huge rotations, 4 coming in, and he is going to drop for that. Batrider now wanting to pick off SD, but SD is going to be able to get away.
Totally worth it. Threw his life away to get the last hit on the tower.
Yeah. And I really like how he stunned the Shadow Demon rather than just stunning the THD, because he only needed to get 1 hit on the tower. Actually, mid lane, we're going to see initiation going off on Troll Warlord. Razor is got a huge damage. Nature's Prophet TP is in, managed to get the trap out, and now Mr. Puka Puka running for his life. Nice jukes through the trees there, but Razor does have a haste room, but TNK is actually blocking him. However, Nature's Prophet going to get the vision, and he is going to get a double kill.
Doesn't matter if you get blocked when you hit the 400.
Even more ganks going on. ABBA rotating to top lane, where Lakel's is being dived by Lennon, but Lennon going to be forced to back out with ABBA there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sorry. These guys like to rotate around and kill stuff.
It's alright, makes it entertaining.
What were you saying?
I honestly forgot.
Okay, well, it wasn't important then, obviously.
I don't think anything I say is important.
Nah, I agree. It's a waste of space.
Damn. Alright.
You decide, no, I'm gone.
No, I'm gone. I don't want to cast anymore. Done.
So Sky picked up his Midas, gonna have those phase boots up very soon. He's probably going to be going for... Honestly, I would say he's going to go for the drum build, phase boot drum into an armlet, but he might just go for the armlet rush straight up after the phase boots. Whereas DK on the other side, probably going to pick up his treads, then go for a BKB would be my guess. I think a BKB would probably be the best item for him this game. But he might go for something like a Shadow Blade, just so he can do a little bit more extra kind of juking around and initiating on the Batrider. Kind of depends on how many towers they get down. Because if they can get down all, you know, the outer towers, then if Batrider gets, you know, leaves the base at all, he's going to be able to just Shadow Blade in and kind of get a pick off on him. But alternatively, if they don't have the towers down, then Shadow Blade can be, you know, a bit weaker than BKB, because BKB will just enable him to dive. Just pop the BKB and dive into the tower.
Looks like Razor is going to be going for that mech. He's almost got it up. Another 600 gold.
That's nice. Also just picked up a casual bracer. Maybe he's going to build that into a drums, but maybe he's just, you know, getting that for the extra attack speed and damage. Not attack speed, health and damage. I guess it does give a bit of attack speed. Gives 3 agility. Yeah. And what else are we seeing? Troll Warlord. He's going for face boots as well, so they're going to have a Speedy McSpeedy Space team. Batrider going to be blinking around the map, and he's almost picked up that Blink Dagger too. He just needs an additional 100 gold and he'll have the blink dagger up. Probably going to see him smoke up and go for a rotation into mid lane. They probably want to get a kill off on AABBA before he picks up that mech, though I don't know if they're going to be able to will do that in time because he's very, very close to it. He just needs 150 gold.
Which he'll probably get off this creep wave, so I don't think they're not gonna stop him.
There's the blink. Smoke picked up on Visage, so maybe going to see smoke coming out from the supports of Myth, but they're firstly going to take down this mid tier 1 tower. Dragonite does the top mid tower, yeah. I mean, it's very, very low already. And actually, Showstopper might get caught out of position here. Stun coming out from Lakel's, but beautiful Ice Path. Going to catch 3, but no, he is going to drop now. And then it's going to be the tower going to Bunksel Roti as well as a kill on Showstopper. And they're just going to keep going this. They've got no reason to stop pushing. I mean, the lineup of Pacific 2 comes, later than theirs, so they can just kind of pressure these towers down, get as many as possible. And, I mean, how can Pacific 2 defend? They haven't got really any AoE spells. Batrider just going to use his blink to dodge a net there. Throwing down a couple of stacks of sticky napalm, and Troll is back up, TPing in. Ice Path is going to go off, hitting only AABBA. Rotation coming in from Lifesteal as well as the Shadow Demon too. Midline tower is going to fall. Getting a grab onto the Kells, but is he going to drop? Looks like he is going to get disrupted out by the Shadow Demon. Showstopper getting very, very low again. He's trying to bottle up, but he might actually drop here. And Lakel's going to drop finally, but is it going to be an exchange for 2? Nice rotation coming in from Nature's Prophet, getting a trap off on Mr. Puka Puka, who is going to die. Razor, his bonus damage is about to wear out, but he's not going to be able to get a kill on Showstopper, who's going to be able to get up. But no, he is going to be able to pick off Mr. Nivex, or whatever his name is, because he walked back into the Razor, and Lennon chasing down TNK, just using that sticky napalm to be super annoying. Firefly is up in 3 seconds, so he's probably just going to cast that. 6 stacks. This guy's got nowhere to go. 7 stacks. And he's going to drop.
If only mirror images remove napalm.
That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice? And he's just going to use that to go farm the jungle now. SD kind of chasing him down. Picked up an urn actually. Normally you don't see Visage picking up an urn. Normally he goes for that medallion.
I guess it's probably a better choice when you're constantly fighting.
Yeah, 4 to 6 at 11 minutes in. Considering the first 5 minutes nothing really happened, just a whole bunch of farming minuses. They've been very, very aggressive in the past couple of minutes. And poor Trollord about to get those phase bits up finally.
Yeah, he's not having the best time. He's really under-leveled and under-farmed.
I'm going to reconnect to the Dota 2 game. You can just solo cast for a second. Apparently I'm getting bad echoing and everyone's complaining.
Oh, cool. Is it on my end or is it you?
I don't know. I guess people will tell us in a couple of minutes.
Okay, cool. Nothing interesting really happening right now. Mith.Trust just pushing the bottom lane.
It's not interesting. They're getting towers.
Want to defend.
Towers!
Oh. You're still talking in-game, even though you disconnected.
Seriously? It's a bit creepy. Hello? Hello?
That is some weird echo right there.
You've muted your sound, because sometimes what happens is they can hear an echo from your headset. I don't know if your sound, you can hear it or not, but that has happened before.
Mith.Trust have just taken the bottom tier 1 for free with no Pacific not even contesting it. Now they're pushing the tier 2.
Pacific can't contest it though.
Not even interested in team fighting.
I mean,
Mith.Trust have just taken 2 towers for free.
Pacific's lineup kind of is a bit more pick-offs, I guess. Late game carries. I don't really know. The lineup is kind of like a jack of all trades. Oh, I heard myself then. It's weird. I can still hear myself. What's going on? Hello? Okay, that was really weird. I can still hear myself.
Alright, hold on. I'll try and play around with it.
Okay. Alright, they know they're rushing, so they're going to pop 2 smokes at once and then head into the jungle, going to try and defend this Roshan, but the Roshan's going to drop way too quickly with that medallion picked up on the Nagasaran, and Aegis is just going to be left on the ground and ignored. Someone please get the Aegis. What are they doing? Batrider actually steals the Aegis of the Immortal to pick off onto Myth. Funksel rotate before rotating out, and the Song of the Siren is popped. They're trying to get out. Are they going to try and fight this? They are actually going to try and fight this. Breathe Fire goes off on 2, he's trying to take down Mr. Nevek, and he's getting very, very low. Ice Path is going to hit on him, and now Lakel's might be next one to die. He's running for his life, he's got 9-1 charges. Is he going to pop it? No, he's not, but Batrider is going to lose the Aegis, but there's 4 down for the side of Pacific. Batrider respawning now, Lifestealer running for his life, is very, very low on health, and he's going to fall now, so Batrider last one standing, and that was only because he had the Aegis. The only one that managed to take down was Lakel's. And he's just going to go farm the jungle now. So that was a pretty terrible team fight for Pacific. 10k gold favoring Mith.Trust and 5,000 experience, and they're just kind of snowballing quite a lot. They're getting so many towers, and like I was saying, Pacific don't really have anything that the lineup is especially good at. Are you fixed yet?
I played around with a few of the settings. I'm not entirely sure.
I can hear myself. I can hear myself. It's disturbing.
Maybe it's Skype. Try and recall you.
Okay. Sorry about the technical errors, guys. My most gracious apologies. Try recalling him, see if it fixes it. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Okay, I can't hear myself anymore. Perfect! Let's cast some Dodo.
Same Skype. 100%.
Okay, I blame you, 100%. Batrider going for that 4 stuff, will have it up at 800 gold. He might actually catch out SD. No, he's going to go straight for TNK. No, he's actually not going to go for anyone. He's going to go up the hill and repent his sins. Nature's Prophet ultimate flying out, doing a lot of damage to him, but he might actually find a haste room. But now, Mr. Nevek gets stopped incredibly quickly. Nice Ice Path catching everyone, and he's just going to run for his life with the next just behind him. Showstopper now, next one in trouble. He's got AABBA chasing him down. He's got that Yasha off, so his move speed is way faster than his. Tries to dodge, but nice Ice Path coming up with those double Visage Familiars is going to save the day and get that kill onto Showstopper, and that's going to be a death of Showstopper and Puka Puka.
Yeah, it was a nice Ice Path. I'm not entirely sure why he stayed around afterwards, though.
He wanted to be like, look at me, guys. I'm still good.
If you're gonna die, I'm gonna die with you.
Okay, so Lakel's did actually go for the Shadow Blade, so like I said, good kind of initiation tool, and better than the BKB in this game, just because he can kind of use it to be super mobile and get around the map with AABBA. And this is going to be possibly the A. In comes Lifestealer, next Lifestealer, Bat, Bomb, whatever. Lakel is going to drop very, very quickly. Shadow Demon defensive detachment going out on the Batrider, who's going to be able to run away. So that was a free pick-off essentially. ST throws out that nuke, but it's not going to be enough, and now ST, next one in trouble. Showstopper going to run in, Ice Path is going to miss, but it doesn't matter because they do get a bash, and Bugsail rotate, just kind of hanging around, pops out his ultimate to fly out and kill off Mr. Zvek. Nature's probably going to TP out. Nagasaran still just kind of hanging around, Batrider going to blink onto her, but he's quite low on health, and AABBA is back to join the party, and they're all just going to kind of back off and go back to farming. Well, not farming, fighting. Got any thoughts?
Just confused about the item choices.
What item choices are you confused about?
Just looking at Razor, just wondering what he's going to get. Looks like he might be building into Manta.
Probably going for an SNY.
Yeah, true.
Because they're going for kind of an early game lineup. If it goes for the SNY, it does mean he's going to have a little bit of extra tanking ability, and he's going to be able to maim that Lifestealer, which helps with chasing him down.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. I don't know. I usually don't see it on the Razor.
Yeah. But I mean, this is Thai Dota. It's a little bit. I just really love how with Asian Dota, every kind of country has their own flavor, I suppose. Like Singapore.
In the jungle, Nature's Prophet's dead.
Oh. Aha! That's what you get for picking me off, says Mr. Mizex. And in mid lane, Batrider's actually going to go down. TNK, they're desperately trying to kill him, but apparently they can't even do that, and he's just going to jump inside of a creep, and they know he's in there. He's terrified. He's going to come out, get stunned instantly. Huge nukes flying out on him. Is he going to be able to armor talk? No, he's not. He is just going to drop. Macropie drop down to try and scare them off, but that only lasts for a couple of seconds. And now 2 down. Nature's Prophet is down, but he'll be back up in 16 seconds. And Myth might be going in for the Raxes now.
Yeah, this game that turned out to be quicker than I thought it would be, with all the Midases at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, that's... You think, like, in a Chinese game, I suppose, or, you know, an Eastern-esque game, when people go for Midases, it means they're going to be playing late, but in these kind of Southeast Asian style games, when people go Midases, it means they just want to get, like, a level 11 fast and then just kill everything. Makes for exciting Dota. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I really like this game so far.
And that's going to be the loss of the Rax at 19 minutes into the game. Batrider really wants to get a pick off, but that ward there is going to catch sight of him. So they kind of know what he's up to. They sniff out his plan. No, he's going. He's considering going anyway. They've got vision of the hill, and Lifesteal is just going to go in. No fear at all. Batrider going to get grabbed onto Lakel's, trying to force him out, but he doesn't have force stuff yet. But he's going to get disrupted. No, disrupted? Dropped. Just going to get dropped, in fact. And now Batrider, next one in trouble. Defensive disruption coming out. Giant ball in the sky. Beautiful Ice Path is going to hit 2 supports, but it's not going to be enough because BBA is just running around and mock. He has stolen 84 damage, and he's not afraid at all. Visage going to get the cleanup on Mr. Puka Puka using his Soul Assumption, and that's going to be 3 down for an exchange of just Mr. Lakel's. And now Lifesteal he's
never give up, man. He just wants to fight all day.
he's just like, let me kill people, please.
Yeah, I don't see much that Pacific can do from here to come back.
They can give it a go. I mean, they have got a decent late game. Maybe all they really need is kind of Lifesteal to wound someone, then Trolls to just perma bash them. I mean, Troll is getting closer to his BKB. He's picked up at least one component of it. It's a start, and Batrider's almost got a 4-star, so maybe if they get a nice, like, grab BBA, who has got that SNY up now, and just get a nice pick off on him, and then he's doing most of the damage to the team fights, if we're being perfectly honest. He's just linking someone and then just destroying them. But now Nakasara's got a Blink Dagger, and Dragon Knight's got a Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger Midas Gaming. That's what the Thai say.
I think Mith.Trust have just figured out that they're quite far ahead and just want to have some fun now.
They figured it out, you think?
Yeah, I do feel sorry for Nags though. The poor guy can't hit anyone in any of these team fights. He just gets netted and then all of his damage is gone.
It's a pretty awful combo. I mean, Razor and Nagasara. Emotionally,
it's always fun to hit for -6 in a team fight.
And now Showstopper possibly going to get picked off again. Razor's coming in. Fury and Ultimate flying out. And he's going to drop.
And that'll be mid-racks.
No, but 4-star picked up on Batrider.
If he dares to grab one, all the other 4 are going to kill him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Initiation going off from the Dragon Knight, Mr. Puka Puka, and Nizizbek gonna die. Batrider now blinks in, wanting to get a pick off on someone. He is actually going to grab onto Lakel's, but Mr. ABBA is going to be stealing all of Lifesteal's damage. He's just going to die. And Lakel's didn't even drop. Lakel's was A-okay.
I like how now didn't even use her Blink Dagger. Disappointed.
Disappointed!
I want to see a Blink sleep.
Yeah, well, they're going to, because sleep's on cooldown for 90 seconds. And now Showstopper going to be the next one to fall. And GG is called. 22 minutes, 50 seconds into the game. I mean, I think even the APPA gets a Blink Dagger. I think honestly the biggest flaw with Pacific's draft is that it didn't really excel at anything. I mean, you can look at Mith.Trust and say, hey, they can push towers down quickly, but like Pacific's just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't have anything really distinguished about it. But I mean, well played by Mith.Trust and Pacific. Good luck next game. This was a best of 3, so we're going to see you in game 2. I don't know if Method will be rejoining me. Question mark.
Sure, if you want me to.
I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys, and thank you, of course, to the sponsors of this tournament, Gigabyte, Western Digital, and Corsair. And yeah, thanks for Don't Talk, and I'll see you next game.